to sleep in, or will I just not? You know,
Yeah.
so I just, I can just go through it, like, you know, go past it sort of thing. But I will say this is getting quite advanced here, but I suffer from blue balls if I don't. Like, if I don't let it come out, like, I've got this feeling, like, inside of me that I'm just like, oh, my God, like, I need to release, you know. And then maybe what I'll do is how censored is this? Am I allowed to say anything?
Anything.
Okay. I might just get the guy to give me a good finger banging in the shower or something.
Yeah,
Just
for
to
that
release
release.
it.
Well,
yeah, if I
is
don't want to wet the bed. Because honestly, I'm sick of sleeping in
That
wet
is
bed.
like a blue ball because it's like
Well, so is it not a gland? Like from this is what I've heard and read into, that it's a lot of urine, right? But I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. And there's a big
Tell me
argument.
what you think.
It's
Yeah.
actually a huge argument whether it's urine or not. But it's what I read, that it gets sent to this gland just behind your pelvic bone.
It's called the urethral sponge.
Oh.
Yes. And it comes out the Skene's gland. So you've got your urethra up the top, then you've got your vagina down, and then in between, like a sort of a kite shape, there's two little holes called the Skene's glands. And that is where the squirt comes from, that has built up in the urethral sponge, which is basically the G-spot. So I've had my squirt tested because I had an argument with a doctor about this. He's like, you know, he's like a 70-year-old doctor that's been married for 50 years, obviously never made his wife squirt. So he didn't know.
Doesn't have the internet.
He
He's
hasn't-
70.
No,
he's got
exactly.
no-
He's like, no, it's urine.
I'm in his
And-
league though. I am definitely like, no, I haven't, because we've had this conversation. I keep saying, no,
Allegedly.
It's got to be
wee.
wee.
It's
Yeah,
wee,
because there's no logical explanation if
Yeah.
you haven't researched
Yeah.
it. Yeah, or if it hasn't happened to you, you
Yeah.
think, well, how can it?
So I didn't even
How
know
can it
there
be?
was like a sponge or two holes, or like this
Yeah.
is all news to me.
need
I'm
to-
Great,
intrigued.
yeah.
You need to discover yourself.
I've got a double ender here, actually. No, I'm kidding.
So back to your story.
We don't
Okay.
kid on this show. You heard the guy. There you go.
I had a doctor test it because I wanted to prove a point that it wasn't urine. And it's come back as some like 0.08% urine. And most of it is just
Hang on, slow down. How did you test it? Did
QML. I put
in
it
the
in
room
Put
over
it
to
in
the
like a-
side
No, I went and got a sample jar from my doctor.
And took it to pathology.
and went
Yes.
home or into the...
No, I just...
Oh, damn it.
Oh,
I wanted
yeah,
to
yeah.
think that you walked into the room and the side there.
Oh,
Just-
doctor, I'll show you. and
There's
the
a whole
doctor died of a
porn
heart
category
attack.
in that whole thing.
But
Okay, sorry, keep going.
yeah, no, I went home, collected it, took it back to
Yeah.
my GP, and then
Okay,
sent the results
right.
to him.
And
yeah.
did they tell you what the other part was?
They couldn't. It was just a fluid, like a...
Just love.
Yeah, it's called amrita. Like if in tantric kind of sense, scripts, like it's the elixir of life and known for longevity. And if people really knew what I did in my shows, they'd pay me so much more.
Yeah.
It's rare and it's beautiful and it should be rejoiced and appreciated, because what I'm doing is not just pissing. It's not piss. It's not water that I've put up in my vagina. I'm actually brewing up a good dose of universal love medicine. And if everyone, everyone should tap into this.
I've
I'm
tried.
raised-
Don't worry about that.
What I love is that you've developed your body.
I have.
But it seems
There's-
like one of those, like, once you crack the seal kind of thing.
Exactly.
Because,
Yeah.
well, obviously, because I don't get blue balls, because I've never experienced
No,
it.
you haven't got the
No.
ability to build it up because
Yeah.
it's not there. I got taught how to squirt. An ex-partner of mine, I knew that he had a thing for lesbians pissing on each other. That was his little fetish. And I knew that because this is the thing, it feels like wee because it's coming out right next to your urethra. So naturally, a lot of women hold back. They go, oh, God, I nearly peed. And it's like, oh, God, no. You just keep going through that
Yeah.
feeling because that's exactly what you're going to
No,
feel.
'cause I've had that feeling, but
Yeah, keep going through
I
that feeling. It's not pee,
It's so
but-
hard to go through that. like,
Exactly,
it
because
is.
you don't want to naturally go, oh, yes, I'm going to piss everywhere. Do you? You don't
No,
want to think
I
that.
go to the toilet. I'm like, wait, I've got to go pee.
Oh, no,
And
you
then
were
I'm sitting
about
on
to
the
squirt,
toilet.
honey.
There you go.
Yeah, and
Let
see,
it out, Rika. Well, I'm sure for ladies, they'd think, oh, is this the right guy? you know.
Yeah, well, some guys just don't have the ability, whereas other guys
Pussies.
they know, God, they just go straight in and milk it. But I have this...
With their penis.
Oh, no, fingers usually.
see,
That's
this-
how I...
Is it
I've
like,
never had-
it-
Sorry.
like that. That's
yes,
my desired...
yes.
Pressing down on there and, pressing down on
There's
the...
a great video we looked up because we knew you were coming.
Oh, yeah?
And
You've
I looked
done
up
your
this one.
research?
It's the greatest, and he's just like a doctor.
He explained it exactly
wow.
how you just
Explained
explained
it.
it.
And
That's what I want to do. I want to do how to.
And the times that I've done it to ladies, it was the same, exactly the same way.
Oh, right. Because
And-
I'll tell you what, you use your... Okay.
Take
Your
a photo. Oh, please, get that camera out.
Your middle two fingers, sort of like... okay. Like this. And then pushing down on the top of her mound, I guess. And these two fingers like this. Because if you do these two, which I'm using my first and second finger, my first and middle finger, then your bent knuckle of your ring finger is smashing her in the side of the vagina. And if that's what I mean, if something's not right or if it's hurting, then she's going to go, ow, it's not really doing it for me. So that's why you flip your hand down like that and use the middle finger and your ring finger.
Yeah.
And sort of don't be afraid to curl it up.
Yeah,
I suppose.
I'll stand up and show you something.
Yes, okay.
This video had like the lady on the table here, say, right? So feet up on here and here,
Mm-hmm.
and her bum's right here, like this, like it was really pulling towards.
Pulling,
sort of
like really.
like you're holding the. It feels like you're
Like you could
reverse
pick her
saddle,
up.
like a saddle. Yeah.
You could just pick her up by her whole vagina
Exactly.
kind of thing.
That's what it looked
like.
like.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're right. Nothing's really touching. You're not. You're suspending in mid. Oh, listen.
Yeah. You're all flustered.
Well, actually, it's really nice to know from you that it's true.
Yeah, but
that's
see, another...
kind of the way. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
start there,
From trial
maybe.
and error, I don't, believe it or not, watch porn.
And
Like
who is this guy that's teaching you, getting around town?
Oh, I know.
Huh?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I can see him now. Brazilian guy, maybe. No. No? What's his name? Rodriguez.
No, I can't.
Rodriguez.
He's a television personality. I cannot say it. The suspense.
That's good.
But it was good for him. And I joke, I still talk to him and I say, I need to be giving you royalties because you've given me the talent.
Richard Wilkins.
No. You'll never guess.
Yeah, that's going to be on his mind the whole. Okay, promise him we can talk about this later.
Okay, I'll tell you later.
No, you can concentrate.
Did you see Richard Wilkins with his haircut? Come on.
Oh no, I think he's a bit smooth. I'm not into that. Yuck.
Oh, no.
But
Forget
let me
me.
say this, like personally now, I'm not into all that whole like I've had experiences where I've had coke-fueled sex sessions that have gone for 6 hours, And it's all just been smashing and unconnected,
It's all right
fucking.
for them.
Yeah, and it was for me too. Before I
really?
actually connected in and realised this is not me now. Like I'm into tantric, beautiful loveliness now.
Yeah.
So I'm not into that whole smashing, But I mean,
Right. But you had to, isn't it? But it's good that you've
I've
been there.
Yeah,
Like-
I've been there. Yep. And as
Yeah.
Crissy, when I'm performing a show and I have to do squirting, then I smash my pussy a bit.
Wow.
But that's Crissy.
That's Crissy
Yeah.
smashes a pussy. Yeah. But I've got to be careful. I don't. Yeah.
It's a great night to be alive. You're beautiful. You really are. Like I was saying
You're
off
stunning.
mic, like to all the ladies in this room are beautiful. My wife, I better say, my wife, she's absolutely beautiful. But
Yeah.
to think that you're walking down the street, no guy would ever think that you're so in control of yourself that you could even do this. I would put you guys up on pedestals, going, these are like there's no way that these ladies
Actually, yeah.
You know?
Full double life.
But it's so great that we can record
Yeah. Well,
this
I
sort
don't.
of stuff for other people to listen.
Yeah, I don't fit the norm. I don't think. I'm educated. I've had businesses and I definitely. I was only just saying to someone today, we were talking about IQs, and I'm in apparently the top 5 percentile of the world. And I said, but look at me, I'm a stripper. what's happened? And then I
That's-
went, but look at me, I'm a stripper. I sit around all week playing with animals, go to work on the weekends and make as much as these professionals who have paid so much for their degree.
100%.
Yeah, who's the winner, who's the loser here, you know? And I'm following my heart and I'm happy. And I don't have massive debts, you know, sort of thing. So I'm happy with where I'm at in life.
Like the other side is there's the lady born with the body who's like trapped in some little reception job who doesn't realise that she could be all jet skis and big boats, and if she'd only let that body out because there happens to be a world for it, and you only live once, apparently, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not for every, like, it's with every profession, isn't it? Like, you know, some people prefer to fix cars, you know, or some people, well, that's the way I look at it.
You got to get that body out, Rika. You can't deny it anymore.
Yes, tonight's the night.
No, I'm quite happy. No, well,
You're fighting it, aren't you?
No.
I've brought a spare outfit.
Oh my goodness, what is this? I've been
This could be the day. This could be the start of your new life, Rika.
No, but it's like with any profession that anyone chooses. It's like, Matt, you chose to be a photographer.
Taking photos of naked girls, I might add. Only sometimes.
Only sometimes.
But it's do what you love and the money will follow.
That's right, and what you're skilled with and what you were born with. And obviously you were born with, like, an amazing body.
And the brains to navigate the industry too.
Oh.
Yeah.
As a mature woman, let me tell you, back in the early days, oh no, God, I had to experience a lot of stuff to be able to reflect on it later.
Yeah.
I believe in polarities with everything in life. And yeah, I had to go, I've had a full-on life, like, honestly, and a tough.
Know about that.
Maybe in another episode, hey?
Yeah,
if you'll
let's keep
have me.
Let's keep it up
Yeah,
here.
because that's like days worth of talking.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the very first time that you decided I'm going to do a squirt show.
Oh,
I've
God.
sold it, and
yes, and I had to tell them if I
where
can't
were
do it, I'll give you your money back. That's what I had so much anxiety. I didn't know if I'd just be able to do it. Like I knew that I could, but what if, you know? What if I couldn't?
Where were you?
I can't remember. I honestly, I'd have to have a think.
Or somewhere.
Was it
Where
one
that one
person
you
or
can
was it
remember?
a party?
Oh, it's always a party. It's
It's always
never
a
one
party.
person.
Oh,
I can't
okay.
do one-on-one. After doing lap dancing, I don't do one-on-one anymore. It's too awkward. I don't want to get in. I don't want someone to get into my space.
So is it like Bucks nights?
Yeah, Bucks parties. Pretty
Yeah.
much only Bucks parties with the occasional birthday party. Yeah,
wow.
that's what, or end of year Christmas party.
Yeah.
They're the three main events. I wish I could remember, but it's a bit of a blur. But I will remember it at some stage. But I don't know. Everyone was happy. I think I probably told them. I G'd them up a bit.
Yeah.
To be prepared, and I'm not sure if I can do it. So when I
They
did
would
it,
have been
everyone
happy either way. Though.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I just ask you another question? Because Drew had a couple of weeks ago, you had Bambi LaFist.
Bambi LaFist, yeah.
And I wasn't here for that, but I listened to Drew's podcast, and she was saying that because she does things like that. I think she just does.
I think she does triple X shows. Yeah, she does shows. Yeah.
And she was saying, like, sometimes there's like the asshole in the room.
The guys.
Remember that part? That, you can probably explain it better. No, me?
Well, no, it was kind of what I was saying before. Like, it takes a good kind of person who can not only has the body, but they're smart enough to navigate the industry they're in. And I've said that to Scarlett before. I'm pretty sure that it would be a tough, like, for guys. Like, if someone can rattle me with words, like, because we're blokes. We're all about. Yeah, mate. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been at Bucks parties and whatnot where a guy has said the worst thing to the stripper. And I'm going, oh, man, how could you do that?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm still thinking about it right now today, the bad things I heard them saying, and they're just trying to make their mates laugh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can pick that person.
But the good girls can just go, whatever.
Oh, my God.
You'll never penetrate me.
I've developed that, definitely.
Yeah.
When I first started doing shows, because you can hear everything. People, when you're sitting there with your mates watching the football, you're looking at the TV and you're talking about what's going on. The same thing happens when I'm doing a show in the middle of the floor. They're looking at me talking about what's going on. They don't realise I'm a human and I can hear it.
Yeah.
So I could hear, in the beginning, I was hearing stuff and I had a thin skin for criticism and I would stop my show and say, well, if you don't like it,